All right, so today I'm gonna make a broccoli soup for the hubby that he loves, and I can tell you there's just no recipe. It's whatever you have, you can just add it in. Cooking does not have to be recipes, it's whatever you like, just throw it in. First thing we're gonna do is cut up the onion. Throw the onion in the pot. Cut up just one small onion. Then I'm gonna cut up some potatoes, and we like chunks, so I'm gonna cut up okay, this is the last potato. So far, this is what we have. One onion and about 4 or 5 red potatoes. We like red potatoes, but you can use any potato. I bought a bag of broccoli florets at Sam's Club. You can get the same ones though at Walmart. That's where I usually shop. And they are pretty big chunks, so I am gonna cut them up a little bit. About bite-sized pieces like these. And you know, they're gonna get shriveled up. And I never throw away the stems. They're just as good in the soup. So I'm gonna cut up a bunch and get it started on the stove. I like to cook for my husband because he enjoys my food and he doesn't care what it tastes like. He always tells me it's really good. And I believe that's because he grew up very, very poor. He was raised in New Mexico and he had food scarcity until he was at least 10 years old. And so anytime they had food, food was delicious no matter what it was. If it was a lemon or an orange, they even ate the peels of the fruits, which is something I never even heard of until I met him. So cooking for him is super easy. When you grow up with food scarcity, you'll eat just about anything and you don't care. He was in the military for 20 years also, so that's how he got out of his situation of being very poor and no future in his sight. So I'm proud. He was in the U.S. Air Force for 20 years. So I'm putting that whole bag of broccoli in here. I know it's a lot of broccoli. It was, how much? It says 2 pounds, 32 ounces. And I'm just gonna fill it up with water. He loves his vegetables, so I cannot have enough vegetables in there for him. And broccoli, of course, cooks down. The chicken flavoring I'm gonna use in that today is the Knorr's chicken flavor bouillon, caldo de pollo. So when I say use what you have in the house, just make it up as you go, here you go. So the meat we're gonna use today are these frozen kielbases we've had for a little bit, for a while. They are beef kielbases. I'd gotten these from Sam's Club a while back. They've been in my freezer. Yeah, it says best if used by September 24th, 2025, but I've had them in the freezer. So I have 4 of them that I'm just gonna go ahead and thaw out in the microwave and cut them up. So they've been thawed in the microwave. So that's what all 4 of them look like cut up. Nice bite-sized pieces. I'll put them in the pot shortly. Finally got this boiling, so now I'm gonna throw in all of the kielbasa sausage, kielbasa, whatever it is. Okay, so I put the 4 kielbasa sausage in there, add some pollo chicken flavor, and I mean, it takes quite a bit of flavoring. I can assure you, a little bit I just put in is not enough. So I'll just keep adding it as we go along. And this will cook for a good hour. I'll turn it down a little bit. Just kind of want it to simmer. He likes it really thick, so we'll keep it really thick today for him. Many will say this is very bland, and yes, I do like my food very bland. He likes his food really, really hot and spicy. If there is one little piece of pepper in there that I might accidentally put in there, I will taste it and my mouth will be on fire. So we have very different taste buds, but we keep a lot of Cholula and a lot of hot sauce in the refrigerator or on the counter. And he seasons his the way he likes it, and I season mine the way I like it. Works. It works for both of us. So I want to use my immersion blender to blend some of this up, but he likes it really chunky, so I'm not gonna put it in because I don't want to do the meat either. So I'm gonna so I want to give this a little more thickness, just because I like it a little bit thicker, but he still likes it a bit chunky. So I'm gonna take out some broccoli and some potatoes. I'm just gonna leave the meat in there. And I'm just gonna blend up some of it because potatoes will help thicken up, it up, as well as the broccoli, of course. So I'm just gonna pick out a few and then I'm gonna blend it up and throw it back in here, and it's going to be delicious. I didn't take out very much, maybe 2 cups total. And then I'm just gonna blend it up a little bit here, and then throw it back in. Look how good and thick that is. That's gonna be perfect in the soup. Look at that. All right. Gonna continue to let that cook down. So I have let this cook down for quite a bit. You can see how delicious it looks. Look how thick that is. And look at the broccoli. Remember, it was filled up to the top, but the broccoli gets soft and cooks down. So here we are. And it is delicious. I have tasted it. It's really hot, so I won't do that in front of you. But I'm done cooking it. We're just gonna let it sit for a little bit to cool down, and then we'll have some, but I will also probably put it in the refrigerator and we'll eat on it for several days. I just wanna show you all the wood ducks we have out here right now. They come in the winter. There's male and female. You can't see them, but by looking at them, the males are very pretty. Lots of color, and the females don't have a lot of color. They're actually swimming away because they saw me coming sit at my window. I don't know if you can see the males, they're so pretty. They all stick together in pairs. And then we have these boxes. These are wood duck boxes, and they will lay a bunch of eggs in them. We have them all along the lake. We'll be lucky if we get a few babies out of it all. Not many survive, unfortunately, but they are so beautiful to watch. This little stinker here likes to bark at all of the ducks. So we try not to put her outside when the ducks are around because she just scares them off. She just wants to play with them, but they don't understand.